Hey guys, it's Graham from Type What? I just wanted to let you know a review of my last 5 day water fast. I actually just finished my veggie broth breaking that fast, and I made a video about breaking the fast. However, I forgot to mention how the fast went. So I did a couple, like one major thing different, and there was a couple little difficulties in there that I wanted to go over. So I fasted this past week, and we also moved this past week. That was interesting. So I was initially scheduled to do my fast starting on Tuesday, which happened to be our big move day based on all the other things in our schedule. So while I decided to eat breakfast that day to help move in the morning and the afternoon, you know how moving goes. I ended up moving in the evening. So I knew that was going to happen at the middle of the day, I ended up having lunch and dinner. So my fast got moved back to Wednesday. And Wednesday, I did some light moving, but I did fast. So it's very interesting. I was on my Fitbit app and I did you know, almost 3,000 steps while fasting. It's probably a little too much. Um, I didn't have any real adverse effects. I just felt a little weak. Let me bring this up. So this would be Wednesday. Yeah, so Wednesday I did 6,500 steps, 14 floors, 2.9 miles, 35 minutes of activity, and I burned 2,500 calories. That's on a fast. So that's good for someone that's eating, you know. I didn't have any real bad adverse effects, but that was different. One thing that I did differently consumption wise, I think I had probably more water that day, but I also had a regular dose of some salt. So I was using real salt by Redmond. It's a really good brand. Um, and I had a little bit of dab in my palm. I just dab a little bit in my palm and just use my finger to kind of eat some. And it just had, like 2 to 4 of those a day. So maybe a teaspoon, maybe. Um, and I did that just about every day, which was different. And um, I didn't get the headaches, which is one of the reasons I did it. Because my second fast, I started getting headaches. So the reason I probably got headaches was because of not having enough electrolytes, and that's what the healthy salt is for. So this is real salt from a dead sea, which means it's a sea that has been covered up, and so man-made stuff hasn't ruined it. Basically, it's not your normal table salt that you get at a restaurant. That's like that white, really processed salt that basically only has sodium in it. This has a bunch of other stuff in it in terms of minerals. So it's a really mineral rich source. And so it helps with your electrolytes. So this and water give you enough electrolytes to power through your 5 day water fast. And so that helped a lot. I had the general symptoms of feeling a little bit weak. I had to take rests. I do a bedtime routine with my daughter, and sometimes I felt a little weak then, or like not nauseous, but like the very beginning of hinting at you might become nauseous, like almost a little bit. And so at those points, I would just put her down, in her crib and kind of cut some of the parts a little bit shorter, just to be safe. I didn't want to like pass out or fall or something. So I didn't do that, and I don't think I came really close to it, but I was just being cautious. So there is that, and um, I feel like I'm forgetting something, but if I do remember it, I will add it to the comments, and we can discuss it there. So overall, it went really well in terms of hunger. Well, I guess this is interesting. So, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 30 minutes. 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 1 hour The first 2 days, which are the toughest days, they were tougher the third time than they were the second time. The second fast seemed to go really easy up until the headaches. Um, and then I started doing salt. Then I felt like a little bit of like hunger coming in. So I don't know if the salt actually stimulates your digestive system a little bit because in this my third day, third fast, I did have some weird grumblings in my stomach even on days 4 and 5, which is usually like you don't like nothing's happening. So everything, all your whole digestive system should be like kind of shut down or chilling out, you know. But there was little, you know, grumblings. So I think that's related to the salt. So I'm not sure how much, you know, how much the weight of stimulating your digestive system versus not helps with the benefits of doing the fast, which is your body recycling weak and bad cells for energy and kickstarting some of um, the beta cell regeneration, just like a stem cell would. So I don't know how, you know, if I'm canceling them out by accident just by eating salt, even though it's not like our real food and blah blah blah. But it seems like it's just a little bit stimulating. However, it could also totally not be related to salt. It could be totally related to some weird activities I was doing, which you probably shouldn't do while fasting. Although I was okay with it from a state of mind point of view. I didn't get overly tempted to eat, but I was looking at a lot of food because I was planning my meals for this week after the fast, and I was looking up some recipes. And there's so much good stuff out there. I just want to eat it. And then I was also planning my anniversary with my wife, and we wanted to do a food related thing. So we're going to go to Vermage, which is a really supposed to be, it's a really well reviewed on Yelp vegan cheese place. So this guy makes all kinds of cheeses, and I believe he does everything in the traditional cheese processing way. It's just with a nut-based substance. Like I'm not really sure if he does cashews or almonds or what he does, but all the cheeses look like normal cheese, and it's great. So and it's really well reviewed. So we're gonna go hit up that place in West Hollywood, and then we're gonna be cheating. So I was looking at pizza, which has been my weakness, and I'm a big fan of pizza. I'm a big fan of coffee, big fan of pizza, and I was telling my wife, because you know I keep thinking of pizza like, you know, having like a real pizza. You know, we've had it's really good, the masa pizza, the vegan masa pizza, but it's a certain kind of pizza. And I'm a big fan of Neapolitan pizza. So I found some other places by Vermage that are going to do that. So we're going to have a cheat day. We're going to have real cheese. After we have good fake cheese, we're going to have good real cheese, and I'm going to have, you know, bread with the pizza. So I'm going to eat some insulin. Anyway, I'm changing subjects. I'm going to come back to the fast. I was looking at a lot of delicious food pictures, and maybe that had something to do with my grumblings. I'm not sure. Um, but anyway, oh, and last night. So I already kind of completed the fast. I went through the full 5 days. Then after going through the full 5 days, I go to sleep, and I have a dream that I cheated on the fifth day. I ruined my fast by a half day, and I was so disappointed. It's like, oh, I was so close. Why did I do that? You know, there's something simple. Like I just kind of like the don't. I blocked off a lot of things in my calendar specifically for the fast. I really do that so that I don't have to be obligated to do a bunch of activities. So I block it out so I don't have activities. And so the first 2 days are kind of hard. You know, your brain's like, I'm hungry, I need to eat. But days 3, 4, and 5, if you work on the computer, it's really, really productive. Like I got a lot of stuff done for my family and for my work. my review of my third 5-day water fast, and I might do more, and I might not. Stay tuned to find out. If you want to learn more about me and my daily activities, you can check out my Instagram or my Twitter or my Facebook. I post there daily on all the food, my sleep, my exercise, things like that. You can check it out. All of them are at type what with 3 A's. And I will check you later. Type what, signing out and banging things around. Arr.